we are going to take a look into the subarray with a given sum problem. So we're going to take a look into what the problem is and how we can solve this problem for now. So the basic problem is that you will be provided with an array, and the objective is to find a subarray within the array which provides the given sum, which is 12 in this case. And it could be either one. So if we take 1 2 3, for example, if we added up 1 and 2 and 3, we would get 6, which is not equal to sum. So we'll need to find a solution where we'll be able to find a subarray within the array that provides the sum 12. So the basic idea to solve this problem is to have two pointers. So we'll have index I and index j, and we will check if the I variable, if we will also have another variable called current sum. So the current sum will be initially set to index I here. So the current sum during the first iteration will be set to 1, and we will compare 1 with the total value that's expected. So we were expecting 12. So if the current sum is less than 12, we would increment the value of I over to the next index. So in this case, since 1 is less than 12, we are incrementing the value of I to the second index, and we are adding the value of 2 to the total, the current sum that we are calculating. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Again, we're checking if 3 is equal to 12. Since it's less than 12, we're incrementing the value of I to the third index, and we're adding the value of 3 to the total current sum. Since 3 plus 3 is 6 here, so 6 is less than 12 again, so we will again increment the index of I. We will check if we would add 7 to the total current sum. So 7 plus 6 is 13. So 13 is actually greater than 12. So in this case, we would not increment the value of I, we would just increment the value of the index j. So originally it was pointing to the 1. So before we go ahead and increment the value of j, we would decrement the value of total sum with current position of j. So j is currently pointing to 1. So 1 minus 13 is 12, and once we do that, we will increment the pointer of j from 0 to 1 here, and then we will be checking the value of 12 current sum with the s value that we required. So since it's equal to 12, we would stop the iteration here, and we would return that the subarray that's forming this value of 12 is from the index pointer j to I. So adding 2, 3 and 7 provides us with the value of 12. So thank you guys. So before I just want to show you the code to solve this problem. So we're initially creating a temporary variable called sum to store the sum, and we are creating variables for I and j, and then we are creating a response variable to return back the response, specifying the index where it starts and the index where it ends, where the subarray starts and where it ends. And we're checking a few base conditions here, checking if s is equal to 0. That means the provided sum that they want to calculate is equal to 0. If it's equal to 0, we will just add -1, since that is the expected output here, and we will return the response. And once the base conditions are checked, we can go into the iteration where we verify if I is less than the total array length, and we add the sum to the we add the the array value at index I to the sum, and we check if sum is greater than s. If in this case, if the value of 1 is less than 12, so the while condition is true in this case. So the sum is not greater than, since we've only added 1 to here, so it will not be greater than yes. So we will go and increment the value of I, and then we will add 2 again. Likewise, we'll add 3, 7, and we'll go on adding the value, adding elements to the value of sum. And in the while iterator, we will check if this value of sum is greater than yes. If so, we will start decrementing the value from the left hand side. So we start decrementing the value of the array at element j, and then we'll start incrementing j so that it goes to the next element iteratively. And while we do that, we also simultaneously check if the value of sum is equal to what's being expected out of the problem. If so, we'll add both the indexes and then return the array. So I'll try to run submit. So yeah, it is getting executed, so we should be good there.